Hanukkah, here comes Hanukkah.
Hi everybody, that was silly. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Feed Your Face Fridays. Today we're going to be making Sufganiyot in a bag. So jelly donuts I love. You eat them on Hanukkah, they're oily, yada yada, you know the story. Hanukkah, 8 days, the oil lasted. It's obviously not Hanukkah, it's a really humid, sticky day. But I've always wanted to make these. They look really easy to make and fun. I've actually never really fried anything before. I've only fried tofu and it gets very painful because the oil literally splatters into your face, so I might get burned. I'm a little bit scared, but let's see what happens. So yeah, like I said, get a bag right here, like a Ziploc bag. So you're gonna start off with 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry yeast. I don't know why I'm laughing, I'm sorry. Oops. Make sure none of the wrapper gets inside the wrapper. Yeast has like different meanings. Like there's yeast that you make bread with, but then you can also get yeast infections. Like my old dog used to get ear yeast infections all the time. We used to call them yeasties. You're next gonna get 1 cup of warm water, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and then this is a new thing, 1 tablespoon of brandy, like the singer Brandy from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, brandy, this was hard to find. I don't drink hard liquor like ever anymore unless I'm at a wedding. But this, I asked, this is Grand Marnier Maison Fondée en 1827. So I asked my father, who has experience with drinking, and he said yes, it is brandy. So 1 tablespoon of that. And then this I'm very excited for. You're going to add some lemon zest. I did this in a previous recipe, I forget which one. But get a lemon here and zest it, which this is hard to do. It's hard to do this in the bag. Oh, I'm getting some. God, sorry, this is a very, this lemon does not want to be skinned alive. It doesn't really say how much you're supposed to add of the lemon zest, so I'm just going to do a little bit. Next up, 1 1/2 tablespoons of oil. Gonna get an egg in here. To end it, you're gonna get 3 cups of flour. So then you're gonna close this. Make sure there's no air, concealed in here, because then when you squeeze it, it's gonna pop and it's gonna be a huge mess. So then you're just gonna shake this here. Oh, it's open. Knead it all together like this. I actually saw this in a Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen movie one time, but they were making scrambled eggs.
Scram, 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 scramble.
The egg just won't mix. Oh my god, what did they do on Sukkot with the oh, I forget what it's called, the leaves, the etrog, when, they shake it. What I was going to say is that they should do it, but on Hanukkah, when you're making this, you shake it, like, around the synagogue, That's a good idea. I think rabbis, you guys should get onto that. What you're going to do next is you're going to get a bowl, fill it with warm water, and then you're going to place this in here and leave it there for 1 hour. Hour has passed. Oh my goodness, look at this. So what you do is you take this out, dump the water. Now, what you actually want to do first is get a pan, get oil, fill the pan up with 2 inches of oil, okay? And then put this on medium to high heat. You want this to get to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so you're going to need a thermometer too, like this. Oh, I thought it was going to flick out more. That looked pretty cool. So you're going to take all of this yucky, just kidding, delicious stuff out. Oh, I forgot. So before you do that, see here, sprinkle a little bit of flour here. You're going to add more flour to the top of it. It's going to make it less sticky and more easy to roll and stuff. Oh, that. Oh. I'm telling you, this would go really well as like a facial. Like if you put that on your face, it's like it's sticky, but it feels good. You know, like there's some stickiness that you don't like, but sometimes it actually feels a little soothing. So you're gonna sprinkle some more flour here on top. That's like a ton. Okay, and then you're just gonna roll this here, get all the flour around it. Just get it into a little, you know, cylindrical ball like this. And then, well, first off, you're gonna wash your hands. You're gonna get a rolling pin like this, and you're gonna roll this about like an inch thick. Don't want to make it too thin. Now, oops, no, don't stick. See, this is what happens when you stick. You get flour. Sorry, sometimes I talk to my food when it's not behaving right. Well, allegedly you can make 8 little donuts out of this. So we're just gonna do that. And you're sticking again. Let's start over. I'm gonna need this again a little bit. Pretend that didn't happen. So I'd say probably an inch thick should probably be good. I swear to God, I hate everything I said about stickiness, about facials, I take back. Round 3. What am I doing wrong? Alright, I added flour to the rolling pin here, and I added more flour to this. This flour was this full, and now it's that full. So, I'm just gonna go slowly, and okay, bingo. I think we're okay now. It's either too thick or too thin, I really don't know, but I don't want to roll anymore, so I'm just gonna see how many I'll get out of this. So what you want to do is you can get a glass, use the top, the brim of the glass to make the circles, or you can just get a cookie cutter. So you just do the same thing again, and obviously, as you've seen, put a lot of flour on it or else it's going to stick and you're going to have a meltdown. This might have been my very first cooking meltdown on this show. I actually made a little mistake. So the oil that you put on the pan, you actually probably don't want to do it now, because what you want to do next is let these rest for 20 minutes. So get a dish towel, put it over them, and then I'd say probably at like 10 minutes before these are done resting, then you can put the oil in and start the fire and everything. Okay, so I just double checked. This is at 345-ish, which is okay. That's oil. You can't see it because oil's transparent. But these have risen, so now we have the daunting task of putting these in the oil, which I'm terrified to do because I don't want it to splatter. What you're gonna do is put these in, let them cook for 1 minute on each side. Now the scary part is just dropping it in like that. Oh, that wasn't a bad. You'll see when they get a little brown on the edges, that's when you gotta flip them. Flipping them, I don't really know what to do. I don't want to use my hands, but I don't really want to use a spatula because we don't have any metal ones, so it's gonna melt like crazy. So I'm just gonna use a spoon. Don't know what's gonna happen, but that's the fun of this show. Oh god, oh god. Oh yes, yes! Oh my god, they're fried! Look at that. That is so cool! Oh my god! I feel like I'm at Fenway Park right now, or Coney, what's the island in New York? Coney Island? Yeah. Remember to get a big plate like this and get paper towels. You're gonna put the donuts over the paper towel, and we're not done yet. Obviously, it's Sufganiyot, so we gotta add the jelly in, which I'll get to. all done. Now what you next want to do is dump all the oil down the drain. I'm kidding, do not do that. And now is the part where we're gonna add the jelly. So what you're gonna need, if you have one of those things, like if you cook cakes a lot, you know they have those little things like that they, you know, squeeze and the icing goes on top. If you have that, that's fine. Or you can get a little bottle like this. It kind of looks like a milk bottle that babies use, except it has a little, you know, tip at the top. Kind of like a ketchup bottle. That makes more sense. So this wasn't on camera, but I scooped out all of this strawberry jelly into this. And here's what you're going to do. So you get the top of it, like a needle almost, like an injection. You're going to put this, stick it right in the middle, and then you're going to squeeze. So this way all the jelly is getting inside it. You see? And then you're going to leave it a little bit at the top like that. And you're just going to do this again for all of them. On. Oh. Alright, that's just... Okay, that's fine. The jelly can get a little thick, so be sure to shake it and make sure the lid is on. The lid was not quite on for that. Alright, that is really ugly. I'm going to take some of that off here. That just made it worse. Ugh. Alright, so the last thing we want to do is you want to decorate these and also add more flavor. Get one of these little tea strainer things here, and you want to add about like a tablespoon of sugar into this and sprinkle it all over the donuts. There we go. I didn't get any jelly yet, so that doesn't count. This tastes like a genuine donut. Sorry. This was, and I know I say this every week, it's a cliche. This truly was the most fun I've ever had cooking. It was scary, it was intense at times. I had a few meltdowns with the cameraman as well. But, you know, this is what cooking is all about. It's about, you know, embracing your fears and being adventurous, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you though so much for tuning in. Happy Hanukkah, just kidding. Please use this recipe if you ever want to have jelly donuts, Sufganiyot. Please subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media. Please subscribe to our email list as well. Give us a call, anything. Please, we love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week.